Hello everybody, welcome back to our space. It's been a while. So if you're thinking about improving your English while experiencing a new culture, Canada is one of the best places you can choose. We are going to explore the visa options available for studying English in Canada so you can pick the one that's right for you. Let's dive in. Canada is famous for its high quality education, beautiful landscapes, and welcoming environment. Whether you want to learn English to advance your career, for further studies, or you just simply enjoy traveling, Canada has something to offer. Before you start packing your bags, it is important to know the visa options available for you. First, let's talk about the study permit, which is commonly known as the study visa. This is the most popular option for students who plan to enroll in courses longer than 6 months. And here is what you need to know. To apply for a study permit or a study visa for Canada, this is what you need. First, you will need an LOA, a letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution in Canada. Also, you will need a PAL, a provincial attestation letter. A designated learning institution is that institution that has been authorized by the Canadian government to host international students. So you need to be careful. Before you set out to apply for your visa, make sure you have gotten accepted into a designated learning institution. Not just any kind of school in Canada have the right or is accepted or is authorized to host international students. So once you have your LOA, PAL from a designated learning institution, then you are ready to start applying for your study permit from your home country. Although the Canadian study permit does not allow students enrolled in general language courses such as English as a second language to work on or off campus, you can transition into a post-secondary institution. If it is a designated learning institution, then you will be able to work while you study. So if you're very interested in working while you study in Canada, then first you need to complete your language courses in the designated language school. Then you move to a post-secondary institution, which is also a designated learning institution. It can either be a college or a university. If you study in a longer program in these institutions, then you will have full right to work part-time, which is 20 hours per week, and full-time during breaks and holidays. If you want to work, first you sign up for English language courses in a language school, which we have partners in Canada. We have partner schools in Canada such as Global Village Canada. After completing your course at this language school, let's say at Global Village for example, then you will go to a post-secondary institution. Global Village also has pathways, universities and colleges, which is very seamless and very easy for you to transition into these institutions where you will be able to work while you study in Canada. Also, if you decide to extend your studies in Canada while on a study permit, or you want to transition to a post-secondary institution, you do not need to exit the country to extend your study permit. You can extend your study permit while you are in Canada. If you leave from a language school to a post-secondary institution, let's say a college or a university, you just need to extend your study permit while you are still in Canada. So this is all what you need to know about study permit, how to apply for a study permit for Canada. The next visa option is the visitor visa XS1. This visa is typical for people who want to enroll in a short-term language course, typically lasting for up to 6 months. So if you're only interested in studying English for a short period of time, let's say less than 6 months, then you can apply for the visitor visa, which is the SX1 visa. Unlike the study permit or the study visa, which is for courses longer than 6 months. The XS1 visa is for people who want to study in a short course which does not last more than a period of 6 months. If you want to travel and you also want to improve your English while you travel to explore the beautiful landscapes of Canada, then you will go in for the XS1 visitor visa to Canada. The XX1 is more easier to get and you don't require as many documents as the study permit or study visa. To apply for an XS1 visa, you will need an LOA. Yes, you will need a letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution. But you do not need a PAL, a provincial attestation letter. You do not need this. So it is more easy to get an XS1 visa to Canada than a study visa, from the documentation to the processing time and all of the requirements. So if you are looking for a short-term study, the best option for you is the XS1 visitor visa. The XS1 visa has these limitations to it. First, you cannot work with an XS1 visa. With an XS1 visa, you are not authorized to work while you study for a short term in Canada. And another thing is that you cannot extend the XS1 visa once you get it. You cannot extend it. You just need to, if you need a longer time to study in Canada while on an XS1 visa, you will need to exit Canada, apply for another visa, maybe apply for a study permit or apply for another visa to get back into Canada. You cannot work on an XS1 visa and you cannot extend your XS1 visa, unlike the study permit, which you can extend to study for a longer period of time, and you can also work if you are studying in a post-secondary institution, which is not a language school or a language institution, a second language institution. These are the differences between the study permit or study visa and the XX1 visitor visa, all of which you can use to travel to Canada to study English, depending if you plan to study for a long term or for a short term. It all depends on you. Whichever option you choose, studying English in Canada is an incredible opportunity to improve your language skills, meet new people in Canada, and explore one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So what are you waiting for? Contact us if you're interested in studying English in Canada. We will guide you through the different visa options and help you throughout your visa applications, and you will fulfill your dream of studying in Canada. Thank you for watching and see you in our subsequent videos.